Hi, my name's Jace. I don't know why you're watching this video today, but thank you for taking the time for watching it. What I hope to do is to do a scientific experiment to prove that you have the power to change the world. This is my son Kai, he's going to help me. So, how am I going to do this, you say? Well, with any scientific experiment, you have to start with an aim. I've told you my aim. My aim is to prove to you that you can change the world. So I will explain some of my method. One of the beautiful things about science is something is true until you can prove it's not true. So therefore, you can prove anything in a moment scientifically, because it's not until the next moment where someone proves you wrong that it's not scientifically true. So, let's set out some of the parameters. I am currently walking around Sydney Gardens in the park, Yeovil. This is where I walk my dog. It's what I'm doing now. We're walking Rufus, and I'm just making the most of this moment to do this for you. You might think, why is he doing this? Why would he want to do this now? Why is he choosing to record a video? Well, a few weeks ago, I was diagnosed with a brain tumour, and face the very real potential that my days are limited and numbered. And I'll tell you what, that can put someone's mind into very sharp perspective, and it's caused me to think about everything. One of those things is moments, which is what this video is titled and what I'm hoping to explain a bit about. So I can see I'm at 1 minute 49, so I need to start the experiment. So what we're going to do is my son is going to set a timer for 3 minutes, and I'm going to talk for 3 minutes on whatever comes into my mind, and I'm hoping by the end of those 3 minutes that I will have shown to you that you have the power to change the world and proven it to you scientifically. So let's go. Got 3 minutes?
Yep. Go.
Right. We're off. Okay, so we're using a timer. It's recording in time. Now, we quite often think of time in terms of seconds, as minutes, hours, which is what the Greeks would have called chronological time. The Greeks had two words for time, chronos and kairos. Chronos is where we get our measure of time, as in seconds, minutes, hours, that progression of time that will always go from one to the other. It's one of the ways that we define and we measure the world around us. But it's only one measure of time. They also talk about kairos, and kairos is a moment in time that was of significance to you. It was something that changed you, either for the better or for the worse. So for instance, the birth of my glorious son Kai, kairos, do you like the link there? Was a significant moment. It changed his life, it changed my life forever, and we will never be the same. It was a kairos moment. And potentially, when you think about it, every moment has the opportunity to be a kairos moment. Now, in the Bible, in Isaiah 55, it says, this is God, your ways are not my ways are higher than your ways, my thoughts are above your thoughts. And in that, what is being said is that no matter how clever we think we are, God is always smarter and he knows more. There was times where science said that the world was flat, and it was proven scientifically true until Christopher Columbus tried to sail off the side of the world and proved that it wasn't flat. We do this all the time with science. We're always doing stuff proving that actually our previous assumption was wrong. We do it in education. In school, we will say that gravity is 10 newtons. But then you go to A-levels and say, oh no, it's not actually 10 newtons. How are we doing? Right, we've got about 50 seconds, so we're going to have to speed things up. It's 9.8 or 9.81, and it changes. The more revelation we have, the closer we get to the truth. But we will only get to the truth at the end of eternity, at the end of infinity. And infinity is one of those things that we cannot get our minds around, because you won't until you have every single moment. So when I use the term moment, I'm talking about a snapshot. And of course, a moment is only there for a split, something we can't even define, because as soon as it's happened, you're then in the next moment. Okay? Hope you're still with me. How are we doing for time, Kai? Right. So we got 4 seconds left, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. So I said that I was going to try and come back to proving that you can do anything. So I've run out of time. So we are where we are. But what I will say is, if you just think about what I've said about moments, if you amplify that for eternity, multiply it by eternity to the power of eternity, anything is possible. Now, in order for anything to happen, you need to be consistent. So if you're forever changing direction, so I'm walking this way, then I'm walking this way, then I'm walking this way, then I'm walking this way, well, hang about, I'm in exactly the same spot, because I keep changing my mind. I'm not walking in the same direction. So the only way to have any impact is to make your moments line up and consistently choose one thing or the other. Now, we all have the power to choose. God gave us free will, and we can choose anything in any moment. We may make a right choice or a wrong choice. It doesn't matter, it's our choice, okay? Now, if you want to make an impact, you will make an impact. It may be that all the impacts you make are so random that they don't make any impact at all and you're actually standing still. But that's defined by you and your choice. If you want to make a chosen impact, you need to carry on in the same direction and make each moment count. Now for me, that comes down to choosing light or dark, good or bad, right or wrong. And I want to make the most of every moment to choose what I think, and I might be right and I might be wrong, what I think is the right thing to do. And by doing that, I can do anything, and so can you. So there we are. That's what I wanted to get to. I've gone a bit over time. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, in this video, at some point, you would have heard some music. It's from a guy called Hans Zimmer. He's a fantastic musician. He composes musical scores for many, many films. And one of the beautiful things about this guy is he is able to convey emotion so beautifully, which is why they get put into films, because emotion is one of the most powerful things in the world. It changes everything. When we think about stuff, we think about things logically, but we also think about them emotionally. And emotions can tell us so much. So I put this music in the background, which may have caused you to feel something inside. It may have caused my words to have more of an impact than if I hadn't done it. But like I said, everything in this video has been my choice. It's all been deliberate, and it was either a right thing or a wrong thing to do. Coincidentally, the music is called Time. That's what the music's called, which I thought tied in quite well with my theme. And it's from the film Inception. Now, if you haven't seen it, watch it, it will blow your mind. And again, it probably helps re-emphasize some of the things that I've tried to talk to you about today. So I'm going to have to wrap up now, because that's like 8 minutes, which is way longer than I intended. But whoever you are, whatever you're doing right now, you have the power to change the world. The decision is yours. Bye. Okay.